What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another GeForce Now News Thursday. We're at the end of May already. Man, the time really has flown by this month, and we've got a nice week to round us out here with 12 games to announce, with 3 of them being Xbox games. But before we get into that, I do want to highlight the app update for PC and Mac, as we have those banners now showing things like when RTX or features are added, updates, new seasons, sales, the percentage off, free games, all that kind of stuff here. So if you haven't gotten that update yet, definitely keep an eye out for that. Mine just popped up a couple of days ago, and just another neat feature here added into the app that kind of makes a better quality of life here. But anyways, let's move on to our 12 games that we've got for this week, starting with the 3 Xbox games. So first up, we have Pentiment. This came out last year in November. This is a interesting title that really took off and has a lot of great reviews. I've only played it a little bit. As far as the description, step into a living illustrated world in a time when Europe is at a crossroads of great religious and political change. Walk in the footsteps of Andreas Mahler, a master artist who finds himself in the middle of murders, scandals, and intrigue in the Bavarian Alps. So a very interesting and not very expensive title if you want to jump in and take a look. It was a very popular game over on Xbox and on Game Pass, so pretty cool that they brought this title over here to GFN. Now our second game is going to be Grounded, released September 27th, 2022. Another game that has a ton of positive reviews. It's about $40 on Steam typically, and it's a pretty decent game. I've played this throughout its early access time over on Game Pass and over on my console for quite some time, and it had its actual official release finally, and the game has been very well received. You've got to really be into crafting and that kind of thing, crafting survival and everything, but definitely being a fan of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and that series growing up when I was little, this game did appeal to me, even though I haven't put in as much time as I'd like to. Definitely happy to see this one over on GeForce Now. Our third game is going to be Deathloop. Now, I played this over on PS5, and then I played through it some over on PC when it released there as well for Steam, September 14th, 2021. So it's great to see this title come over. This is a full price $60 title from Bethesda, and it's cool to see this come over to GFN. I'm sure it's going to run fantastic, whether it be the priority or ultimate tier over there. And this is another game that won't appeal to everybody with its time loop and its mechanics, but it's definitely a decent game to go through, and a lot of great reviews out there for it as well. So 3 great titles for Xbox coming over to GFN this week. Now let's get into the rest of the games we've got, because we still have 9 other games to talk about this week. And the first of those 9, well, The Lord of the Rings Golem. So this is coming out as of today. Play as Golem on his quest to retrieve his precious. You will need to climb the mountains of Mordor, sneak around Mirkwood, and make difficult choices. Who will gain the upper hand, the cunning Golem or the innocent Smeagol? This is something I've been interested in. It's like a $50 title over on Steam, and I'll definitely be covering it. I'm going to buy the game, I'm going to play it, and I'll try it on GFN and all of that. So I do have my eye on this title as a big Lord of the Rings fan, and for me this was a big release alongside those Xbox games as well this month. So for me, Lord of the Rings Golem definitely on my radar here, and happy to see it for GeForce Now. Okay, moving on, we've got Patch Quest here over on Steam. This came out March 2nd of this year in 2023. In a labyrinth surrounded by vicious monsters, explorers must rely on their lasso to survive. Capture and tame any monsters to leap, glide, surf, tunnel, and web sling through a treacherous patchwork maze. This roguelike Metroidvania seems cute, but it's a deceptively difficult bullet hell challenge. Next up, we've got the Ascent here over on Steam, and this was originally released back in summer of 21, and most of you are probably familiar with the Ascent. I played this over on Game Pass. I've played it on PC here on Steam. I've played it on my Steam Deck. I've played it about everywhere as far as the Steam version, and I'm happy to see it be added here as well. Next up, we've got Lawn Mowing Simulator from 2021. Experience the beauty and detail of mowing the great British countryside in Lawn Mowing Simulator, the only simulator that allows you to ride an authentic and expensive roster of real-world licensed lawnmowers from prestigious manufacturers. So there's been quite a few of these games out that actually do surprisingly well, and happy to see this land over on GeForce Now. Next up, we've got a new release here on Steam for May 25th, 2023 with Railway Empire 2. Don the coat of a clever entrepreneur, take over a small railway company in the early 1800s and turn your steam engines into the workhorses of the economy. Grow your company into the largest railway company of the continent, and outsmart your competitors. Next up, we have another new release for Steam here for May 25th, 2023, and that's Above Snakes. Piece by piece, create your own world and survive in this Wild West-inspired survival RPG. Craft, farm, hunt, build your base, and fight in order to stay alive. Okay, we got another new release here for May 23rd here on Steam, and this is another game that I definitely have my eye on and might have to pick up. It's not very expensive, and I'm seeing a lot of great reviews for this game with Warhammer 40,000 bolt gun and its old school light style, the mechanics, just the feel of the game. I'm just hearing a lot of great stuff here about it, so I think I'll probably have to grab this one up as well. It's fairly inexpensive even right now at making this video, 10% off for about 19 to 20 bucks. So Warhammer 40,000 bolt gun, interesting looking new release here from Focus Entertainment. Next up, we've got another new release here for May 23rd, 2023 on Steam with Planet of Lana. A young girl and her loyal friend embark on a rescue mission through a colorful world full of cold machines and unfamiliar creatures. Planet of Lana is a cinematic puzzle adventure framed by an epic sci-fi saga that stretches across centuries and galaxies. And our 12th game for this week is Blooming Business Casino, another new release May 23rd, 2023. Here on Steam, Blooming Business Casino is a business tycoon sim with a narrative twist. Build and run your own fantasy casino in a bustling world full of animals, drama, and danger. Alright guys, that's our news for the week. I definitely wanted to highlight the improvements to the PC and Mac app. I'm really excited to see 3 more Xbox games land here on GeForce Now. I think we've got 4 great titles now on GFN for them, and Warhammer, Bolt Gun, and Golem, Lord of the Rings Golem, 2 other games I definitely have my eye on. I'll probably pick both of those up and check them out here. But anyways guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really appreciate it. Let me know what other Xbox games you're looking forward to seeing, and are any of these 4 so far any of the ones that you've been wanting. I know everybody's been dying to get those Xbox games. All right, anyways guys, thanks again for coming to check out the video, and I'll see you in the next one.